Hi viewers, Purple Celery here. Welcome back to my channel. It is so lovely as always to have you join me. So we have recently had season 5 of Black Mirror drop on Netflix, and I've just watched episode 1, so I thought that I would do a video review. So episode 1 of season 5 is called Striking Vipers, and I guess I would describe this as kind of a cross between Brokeback Mountain and The Matrix maybe. Ostensibly it's about two college friends who reconnect over a video game, and when they go into their virtual reality they start to have sex with each other. But it's not just about that. I felt this episode packed a lot of themes in. For example, the difference between your carefree 20s and the responsibilities of your 30s. Married life versus single life. The nature of male friendship. The nature of gender and how it can be fluid. And the difference between real life and virtual reality. And in particular, the person who you are in real life and who you are online, or I guess who your avatar is online. Just as a warning, this video review will contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen the episode, you might want to either watch it or click away now. So what I liked about this episode was it started off where the two main characters were clearly quite dissatisfied with their lives. The main character, Danny, was married with a young son, but you could also sense that his life in many respects was very mundane, very run-of-the-mill. The sex was kind of average. He and his wife are trying to have a second child. And then you've got his old college buddy, Carl. And on the surface, Carl's life looks pretty amazing. He's got a string of younger girlfriends. He lives in this swish penthouse apartment. But we also see how his life is also quite shallow, and how he really fails to connect with his younger girlfriend. And it's really only when the two characters meet in virtual reality, when they play Striking Vipers, which is the name of the video game, when they really start to form a connection through their online relationship. And this raises one of the most interesting questions of this episode. Is it cheating if you have sex online with somebody else? If you're using an avatar to have a relationship with another avatar, is that cheating in real life? And I think here there is a case to be made for both sides. So Carl clearly didn't think that it was cheating. He kind of took the perspective, what happens online stays online, it's not real. The main character, Danny, clearly had some concerns. What I personally feel is that I kind of come down more on the side of Danny. I think once your online relationship starts to affect your real life relationship, then you're in a bit of trouble. And we clearly saw that in Striking Vipers, when Danny's online relationship with Carl started to affect his marriage with his wife Theo. I think, in summary, even though Danny wasn't physically cheating on Theo with Carl in real life, he was clearly having something of an emotional affair with Carl through the video game. And I suppose this also raises a tangential question, in that, can an online relationship be just as valid and just as meaningful as a real life relationship? And if the answer to that is yes, what about the collateral damage that the online relationship might cause to the real life relationship? One of my favourite scenes in this episode was the scene where Danny and his wife Theo are in the restaurant celebrating their wedding anniversary, and Theo basically says to Danny, hey, newsflash, I sometimes get bored in this marriage as well. There was a guy trying to hit on me at the bar, but I turned him down. That's what being a responsible married adult is all about. So I kind of liked how we also got to see Theo's perspective on how Danny's relationship through Striking Vipers was affecting her as well. So let's talk about the ending of Striking Vipers. A lot of people are going to say that it was quite a bittersweet ending, and I can see that perspective. Personally, I actually think for Black Mirror it was a relatively happy ending. I thought that when Danny and Carl started fighting, that one of them would punch the other one and he'd fall and hit his head and die, or something horrible and bleak like that. So yeah, I didn't think it was all that bad an ending. It was a pragmatic ending, and the takeaway message for me was that the key to a successful relationship is compromise and communication. and sometimes real life has to take a back seat to fantasy. So I guess we saw that through the one night of the year on Danny's birthday, when he gets to go and play the video game and have his relationship with Carl, and Theo gets to go out and I guess hook up with strange men at the bar. I guess I'm not really too convinced that those things are equivalent, but I guess if it works for Danny and Theo, then more power to them. But these are just my thoughts. I'm really keen to hear what you guys thought about this episode of Black Mirror. I thought it was definitely one that makes you think a lot, but I'm really keen to hear your thoughts, so please leave any comments in the comments section below. If you've liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. But until then, this is Purple Celery over and out. As always, thank you so much for watching.